What's up, Scrappy Peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and we're up with number 15 in my Buy It and Try It series today, doing a few summery, bright coloured feeling type things. We've got these little crepe paper garden party stickers. There's a set of flowers and a set of bows. I've got some ephemera pieces from Pinkfresh's Keeping It Real little collection they had. There was a lot of homey lockdown life type feeling things in that collection. This is another Pinkfresh one called Some Days, and I love these little chipboard circles that they have. I just think they're a really nice thickness for Project Life. They're not too thick, but they're just right. They're like the Goldilocks of chipboard. Next up, I've got some Cocoa Vanilla gold letters, which I love. I love those titles. And also from the Sunkiss collection, I've got the Cocoa Vanilla collection kit, which has all of the papers from the collection as well as the 6x12 sticker sheet. So let's see what we're getting into today. Now, because all of these items were really bright and colourful, I thought I'd document some summer memories with these ones. And these are some photos taken at the end of 2019 or maybe the very start of 2020, it could have been. And so I'm trying to figure out if I want to go with a busy background like this one. That floral, it was a contender, it really was. And so was that rainbow, I'm thinking. So I always like to go through, if I've got a collection kit, I go through and I make like the finalists collection. It's kind of like a talent competition on TV where they cut it down to the final, 4 or the final 10. And it just gives me a clearer picture as to what paper feel like I actually want to go for. I was considering matting the rainbow paper on the floral, and then the floral I really loved, but there was a lot going on, and I did want to have a bit of a play with the embellishments that I included in this video, and I thought if I use the floral, I'm probably not going to be able to get as much wiggle room to play with it. Oh, and I also realised that I cut my paper the wrong size, which I'm usually pretty good about, but I made it a 8.5 by 11 instead of a 9 by 12. Whoopsies. I sometimes get mixed up. I don't do it a lot, but because I have 12 by 12s, 9 by 12s, and 8.5 by 11 layouts and my Project Life all together in the one album, you can get a bit confusing sometimes. By the way, if you're ever interested in my albums and what they look like, I think we're up to now, there's about 28 album flip through videos exclusive over on Patreon if that's something that you really love, and there'll be a whole lot more coming in the new year as well. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year. Hello, it's 2022. How did that happen? How did we get here already? The last 2 years have been a bit of a blur. So, Happy New Year to everyone. And let me know if you have any like creative goals or just goals in general for this year. My goal, a big one, is just to get through the year, and we'll see what it brings. Take each day, each week as it comes, and see what's going on in this crazy world that we live in. But I know the last couple of years have been a real challenge for all of us. And so it will be interesting to see what 2022 brings. Also, I am continuing, I think I might have said it in last month. I might not have, but I'm continuing the little extra special 2 videos a week, one on each of my channels, on here on Inkie Quill and one on Let's Get Inkie, for the month of January. I was only going to do it for December as a little bit of a Christmas present treat, but I've decided to continue it to January as well, just to say an extra big thank you for everyone who follows me on one or both of my channels. It means a lot. And I really do appreciate all of your support, especially also to my Patreon peeps who follow me over there. You help keep Inkie Quill going, because without you guys watching my videos, I think Inkie Quill would have disappeared after the birth of Arch, and I would have gone back to full-time teaching in schools. So I very much appreciate all of your views and comments and things, so thank you. So back to the layout, because I'm sitting here just squirming. I hate like talking about my channels and things and Patreon and things, but yeah, just know that I really appreciate you guys. All right, so I stuck both my photos down and I trimmed them a bit because there was just a bit of extra fluff of trees in the background that I didn't really need, but I did want my photos to be the same size, so I actually used my trimmer for once, peeps. I know it's a rare sight when it comes to cutting things other than the size of my paper, but I decided I should probably try and make them even. I'm going through first this ephemera pack because I felt like it had like the biggest pieces out of all of the stickers that I had selected for today. And I'm just going through and again making the finalist collection of things that I might want to use. I also was considering that cut apart sheet, but I don't in this episode. I do in a different one, but I didn't have a lot of wiggle room. Of course, when you're doing a layout that's smaller than 12 by 12 and you're using multiple photos, the real estate gets a bit tight, and I didn't have a lot of space to put things in. Like I've said before, we're not, well, half of the family are not outdoorsy, being the adults. Or actually, no, Violet's not very outdoorsy. She can only do like 10 minutes before she's ready to come inside again. But Arch would be happy to be outside. Pretty much, he'd be happy to sleep in a tent under a tree permanently. I think he's never been camping, but it's his number one life goal, that and seeing a real volcano. I don't know if we can make the second one work, because I don't think we have any volcanoes in Australia, but one day we might be able to go camping. And so whenever I have, an outdoors photo, I do try and use as many outdoorsy themed stickers as possible, because look, I don't want it to sound like I'm a vampire, but I just prefer inside, and we of course spend a lot of time outside, because Archie loves it, and it's good for you, and vitamin D and all of that. But in summertime it's very hard to go outside without burning, even if I have 50 SPF plus sunscreen on. And so when we take outside pics, I use the outdoor things like that little beachy sticker there from the Cocoa Vanilla sticker sheet. These photos were taken next to a beach, so I thought that was a good one to pop on. We didn't have ice cream that day, but I always associate ice cream with the beach because of the Mr. Whippy ice cream vans that are usually parked down there. Oh, something hilarious. While I'm recording this voiceover, I'm doing it a little bit in advance, but the other day Violet had her first ice cream on a cone, and it was basically as big as her head, and my gosh, did she love it. I'll put if I can remember, I'll put a photo right at the end after all of the layout photos of her and her ice cream. Arch had one too, and yes, I didn't know, we don't really have ice cream a lot at home because we don't really eat it a lot. Controversial, unpopular opinion, I hate ice cream. I don't like it. I don't eat it. But apparently everyone else in the family does. So I was glad that Violet enjoyed her Mr. Whippy treat. But yeah, all of that to say, I associate ice cream with the beach. So while I've been rambling on about all sorts of things, I've just been plonking stickers down and making two little clusters, one down with the bottom photo and one with the top photo. And I also kind of carried the cluster across to the left-hand corner down the bottom as well, just to try and make a bit of a triangle with the clusters. I just feel like clusters are happier in groups of three. They're a throuple. They just need each other to lean on, and a triangle design of your clusters is just a happy little place to be. So now I'm adding some of the beautiful little tiny word stickers that always come on the Cocoa Vanilla 6x12 sticker sheets that I'm very, very grateful for, because I can plonk those little guys anywhere and everywhere. And this page just makes me feel really happy. I think it's a combo of the rainbows and it's just fun with all of the little icons. We've got cupcakes, ice creams, hearts, flowers, houses, trees, just all little fun, happy icons. And I think sometimes it's nice to create a page where you just stick a whole bunch of stickers and embellishments that make you feel good, that make you feel happy, that make you smile, because I think that's the point of my memory keeping, is that I want to feel happy and, just feel joyful when I look through my albums. Not that I look through my albums very often. I really should do that more. That's a question for you. Do you flick through your albums very often? And if you do, how often? I probably look through them only when filming videos, to tell you the truth. I should pull them out more often. But when I go through my albums, I just want that feeling of all the warm fuzzies and, getting a happy heart by looking at all of the things that make me feel happy. That's my goal, and this page definitely met that intention. So now I'm sticking down a few little bits and bobs from my sprinkly bits bin, and I've got arranged this as a little mixed media heart left over from a DIY embelly video that I filmed on Patreon, and there's a marble paint heart down there, also from a embelly video, and just a few little glitter hearts to finish this page off and match with the Summer Memories title. Jazz hands, we're done. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it's just made you feel happy. That's my goal of this channel, is to put a little bit of happiness into your paper crafting and give you some inspo to stick and plonk all of your favourite things on a page. Have a great week, peeps, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!